Hey guys, it's Lauren. Welcome back to another speed build video. Today we're going to be doing the Dollhouse challenge. So I honestly overthought this entire challenge a little too much. I didn't quite understand how you were supposed to be doing the final product of the whole thing, like the actual picture. But after some thought, I came up with 3 designs. The first one I actually really liked. The second and third, not so much, but I still thought it was pretty cute that I included it in this video. So the first one is a living room, not a family room, I guess. I don't actually know the difference. Our living room and family room, there was the living room that no one went into, and then there was the family room that everyone went into. So I'm not actually sure what the difference is, but anyway, this one is a family room, and I really wanted that particular door and have a curtain over it, but in my brain, I decided that just wouldn't work out. I don't know why. I full on believed that Sims just couldn't use that door, so I got rid of it. And I couldn't, I just didn't remember that this was a challenge and not like an actual room that people would be using. So I got rid of the door. I kind of regretted it. I still like the base game door, but just not as much as I liked that double door situation. I also opted to go with the smaller TV. I think it actually worked out a little bit better. I like the tube TV instead. It kind of has some little nostalgia nugget in my heart. I think it's really cute. So this challenge was really fun to do. I think I liked it. I liked it a lot more than I thought I would. At first I hated it and I thought this is not the challenge for me, and it turned out to be one of my all-time favorites. I want to keep doing this, but when this video comes out, I think the trend has died down quite a bit. So I'm late to everything, really. I was late to actually building the thing, to actually getting out this video, but whatever, it's fine. So I also got rid of, I think I'm putting in the clutter, and I got rid of the clutter, and I really wish I didn't. I think that puts in an extra little bit of dimension to it. But whatever, it's done. It still looks really cute, and you'll see it at the end of the video. But yeah, so there's that one. And the second one is going to be a modern kitchen. And in my outline layout of it, I wanted to make it a little bit more difficult for me. Yeah, it's a challenge. But what I didn't take into consideration was how it was supposed to look in the final photo. So I ended up kind of getting rid of one of the alcoves and putting in a door in the second alcove, which turned out to be the better choice. But in the layout that I had, it looked really cool. But again, this is not a build that Sims are going to live in and hang out in. So I had to scrap the whole entire idea. And I also wanted to put in a island. I did end up putting one in. I shouldn't say it like that. But the island was a little bit of a problem for me. It didn't look the way I wanted it to or thought it should. But again, it still looks good. I still like it. Not as much as the first one, but whatever. So I put it on an angle, which was really a good choice, stylistically speaking. And you can also see me frantically trying to figure out a good layout for this kitchen. And I think I screwed myself a little bit by putting in the dimensions that I did, but that's okay. I think if I were to do it again, I wouldn't put in so much black. Yeah, there's just far too much black for what it's supposed to look like. I mean, it's supposed to look like a dollhouse. It's supposed to have a lot of color, and I went the complete opposite, which is my MO. I always end up going with a monochrome color palette. And also in this one, modern builds are supposed to be like minimalistic. I mean, I guess they're not supposed to be. They can be. And in this one, I thought that it was just too boring for what the challenge actually wanted. So I ended up putting in a lot of decorations that I don't think I needed per se. And I think even if I put in that like cake plate with the cookies, if I put it in on the island, it would have looked better, but that's okay. I still think it looks decent. It needs more color though. With this one, I ended up putting in a lot of color. This one was an industrial bedroom, and I don't remember who did it, but the link down below, where I found a bedroom, like an industrial bedroom, and someone had done a 2-level, and then I had also seen another build where they did a library, a 2-story library, and I really liked that. So I kind of meshed the two together and created this, and I think it turned out really well. I love the colors, and I love like the look of an industrial house. I just can't quite wrap my head around actually making an authentic looking industrial house, if that makes sense. I can do these little tiny ones, like if there's a build that's already done, I can totally redo the inside and it would look great. But I don't know, I've done one build, and that's in the gallery, and that was like, it was an apartment, like it was a converted like fishery or something, and I converted it into an apartment. At least that's the story. And that turned out really well. I wish you could have like, actually you could make your own apartments. That would be really cool in The Sims, but you can't. I guess you could just use like 1 or 2 of the apartments that you made, and then the rest of it's kind of like not usable, but that's okay, I guess. I really wish that they had added that in the city living pack though. I really like adding these fairy lights into these things, and I really wish that these tiny lights actually emitted some sort of light, like atmospheric light or something, if you turned off all the lights except for that. I like all the little lights that they have, even the free ones that came in with the holiday stuff that they keep updating. Those string lights work really well for like decorations. They don't actually emit light, and if they actually did that, I think that I would use them in a lot more builds. There's something about that atmosphere that I'm really missing for some of the builds that I do. Anyway, so I love these what do you call this? Like the pipes. I love the pipes. They add in a lot of dimension, and I definitely want some more in there too. Just so, you know, you can add a lot to builds if you just have those extra little bits to them. So as you can see, there's a lot more color in the last two. That's for sure. I think this one turned out really well. I just think that the dimensions as a whole are kind of off, and you'll see that in the final photo that I have of all three of them. I think the first one really encapsulates what the challenge was, or at least what the main photo that the challenge was based off of kind of emulates, and you can definitely see that in a dollhouse. This one's like more modern dollhouse, but that's kind of cool. It's a different take on it, I guess. And yeah, I think we're gonna get into the photo. I put all three together so you can kind of take a look. I think it turned out really well. I like all of them in their little odd ways. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I'll see you in the next video.